Okay, it is February 16th, I do believe. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, yeah, February 16th. So, it's been a couple days. This last Saturday is whenever I put the flooring in, and it still is holding up really, really well. I mean, I don't feel a weak spot around at all. I feel like it's all super solid. I've walked on it a couple times, and it's good. It's good to go. So, right now, I was kind of trying to wait to find out if I needed to add any more screws or anything like that before I actually put the leveling compound on it, but it doesn't look like that's necessary, so it's the right move to go ahead and start putting on the leveling compound. That's going to take a little while to dry, so I'm going to let that sit overnight, and that's how I'm going to play that. A couple things. I did go ahead and buy all the materials for the bed, about $150 worth of materials, which is probably more than necessary, so hopefully I won't use it all. I don't think my math is right the first time, so I'm pretty sure I'll have some spare lumber left, and I really don't know what else it would be for, so what I'll do is probably return it and put that money towards something else that we'll eventually need. I think I know exactly all the cuts I need to make in order for this bed to work, and while I may start working on that soon, I think before I actually get the bed in here, I need to go ahead and put the fan in the top. And originally I wanted it on this side, the side with the ladder, but I think I'm actually going to switch it to the other side so that we're not obstructed whenever we go up the ladder. We'll have a clear path to the eventual solar panels that will be up there. I've been watching a lot of videos on that as well, and I feel very confident that I can install a fan in here, and that one that does not consume too much electricity or energy in general for whenever it's hooked up to our battery that we'll have in here. So yeah, there's definitely some work to be done on that end. I definitely still need to get these seat belts out of the back. That shouldn't be too difficult. I'm realizing there's some blank space right here, right behind some sort of cooling mechanism is my guess. But that's only so much. This would be a blank spot if we don't go ahead and put something in there. So I think I'm actually going to rip it up. I'm also going to go ahead and take this carpet out above the wheel well and probably take some of the thinner wood that we used for the slats, since I still have a lot of that left over, and design something up and over that with some insulation on top of it. So there's still a couple things that I probably should have processed and figured out a little bit before I actually just went gung-ho with ripping the carpet up and the flooring, and maybe plan it out just a little bit better. But honestly, so far it just doesn't seem like it's going to get in the way that much. So I'm okay with the path that we're on right now. I'm looking forward to getting the bed going. It keeps me up at night how exactly I'm going to do a lot of this stuff. I'd like to make it to where it lifts up on this end halfway, and then on the inside it can lift as well, so that we can access our stuff easier from back here instead of having to pull everything out. Or if it's raining or if we're in a bad situation and we need to access it from the inside, we at least have the option to be able to swing up a door and look to see what we need to grab. So, and that also requires a couple more layers of difficulty. Not too much, but I think it'll work. What I need to do today is go ahead and vacuum this thing one more time, because like I said, I grabbed the lumber for the bedding and that did leave some little shards here and there. So I want this thing to be clean as possible before the leveling compound goes on top of it, to go ahead and put it in all of the little screw holes, which we have a ton of screws, so it's going to require a good bit of compound to add to all these. In addition to a couple little rough spots here and there, there's a couple little gaps that need to be filled in, just so that whenever we do lay down the adhesive to put the laminate on, that it gets a good firm grip and that there's no little holes anywhere. So the more of a surface it has to attach to, the better, and having all these little holes just wouldn't be good for it. So that's the next step, and that's what we're about to do today. Henry. Professional formula for success. Pre-mixed patch and level. Floor patch and smoothing compound, which is exactly what we're looking for. I think this actually costs like, what is it, like $10 or $12? Maybe less. It was off of Amazon though. So real quick, I should probably say that I sanded down all the edges, even though I'll probably be covering them up. The one up next to the carpet, which is going to ultimately have a little piece of some sort of carpet wood connector, as well as the one by the step that also got sanded down just now, and that back one. All these should have something covering it up to where that was, deemed unnecessary. But just in case, I didn't want some rough edge there, so they all got sanded down pretty good. I got 2 of these. Almost went with just this, but I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get to the very bottom, so I went ahead and got this one too, so I could really get to the bottom. just in case. Let's get to it. There's a lot of holes here, a lot of patching to do. And there you have it. It's all patched up. Boy, it's awfully dark. Maybe you can see a little bit better from over here. A lot of patching to do. Got it all done. So that's it for today. It's good to be able to get stuff done after work sometimes. Alright, so that's big. Hopefully I won't have to lay down any more, but I will check again tomorrow and reassess to see if it needs some more.